Welcome back. As I mentioned in my previous introductory video, that today's video is going to cover the Brexit proposed deal vote that happened last night in the House of Commons, and this was Theresa May's proposal, the deal she negotiated with the EU, and that, as everyone clearly saw, Theresa May lost that vote where 432 MPs voted against the deal and 202 MPs voted in favor of the deal. What does that mean? To be honest, the Brexit deal vote and the Brexit deal itself, either we leave the EU or we with a deal or without a deal, it is going to have a effect on the property market. But what we also saw from a few other analysts, they mentioned that the property market, and this was published by JLL, who are one of the biggest agents in the UK and the world, and they published an article on the 10th of January which mentions JLL has predicted the investment volumes in the UK property market in 2019 will total around 55 billion with returns of 4.3%. This is slightly down on the 60 billion investment volumes and 5.6 returns the firm now expects for 2018. 4.3% this year still is a healthy growth, keeping in mind the political uncertainty, the Brexit uncertainty, the deal or the no deal uncertainty. This is all going to have an effect on the property market, but a 4.3% return, I believe in my eyes, is a healthy return if you were to invest in 2019 in the property market in the UK. Some of the industry's top analysts after yesterday's vote, they mentioned who's over here, John Phillips, operations manager of Just Mortgages and Spicer Hart, said, "Last night's historic defeat shows that despite 2 years of negotiations, we are no further on than we were after the Brexit vote. Brexit has split the country, but one thing most people are agreed on is that MPs have let us down and we are in danger of switching off completely about the whole issue." He goes on to say, if Theresa May or her successor, if the government is voted out following today's vote of no confidence, again, this is one of the major things which Jeremy Corbyn came up with. As soon as this deal is for or against whatever the result, if the result was going to be bad for Theresa May, he was going to call out a vote of no confidence in her, which again increases the amount of political uncertainty within the UK right now. So he goes on to say, doesn't get an extension to Article 50 or manage to negotiate a deal that does go through Parliament, then we will leave the EU without a deal on March 29th. So regardless, he's saying here, either we get a deal or we don't get a deal, we have to leave the EU on the 29th of March. But I refuse to be all doom and gloom about it because negative predictions can be damaging, and I genuinely don't think that Brexit will be the disaster everyone says it will. I think he's kind of right over here, because when we had the referendum 2 years ago, yes, people were uncertain about it when the referendum was coming up, but people who were smart enough, they bought before the referendum came up because they knew that the prices, once the referendum goes through, the prices would either go higher or stay stable. But they did decide to go and buy the properties during that time, and they made healthy returns over this 2-year uncertainty period. So this is where I think in today's market, the uncertainty that is hovering over us, I feel that you should invest in the London market to have healthy gains once this Brexit is over, and the flock of people, because the uncertainty will be removed from the market, people will flock in to buy into the UK and London and other cities of the UK. So this is why I think you should invest right now, provided you've got the funds and you want to invest in either a studio or a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom apartment. This is the right time, I think, because the uncertainty makes it a risk-playing game where you don't know what is going to happen. But going back years, the property market or the UK market is so robust in itself that given anything thrown at it, it does come back up again. So I don't think that we are going to see a downturn in the market as people are predicting it to be. Therefore, if you're planning to invest in London or in the UK, we've got access to more than 100 properties throughout the UK, and we can offer you these properties. Yes, at this time there are great discounts available. So therefore I would like to present, as mentioned, I'm going to present a property as well. I just can't keep talking about news because you might get bored. Therefore, I'm going to present a property today which has a great discount on it. It's this one here in London. It's located in Golders Green in the NW postcode of London. You can clearly see here that the price of this property is at 8.654 million. Because it's got 11 apartments in here, comprising of 1, 2, 3-bedroom apartments with a 14 car park space available underneath it. This property has got quite a lot going for it because it's offered on an SPV basis, so therefore you save on the VAT and the stamp duty by a certain percentage. And as I have mentioned, this is available on a great discount, where I've spoken to the owners about it and they are ready, prepared to take a 20% knock-on effect, which brings the value down to 6.92 million. You can obviously search for this on our website on bthproperties.co.uk, or you can email me on murtaza@bthproperties.co.uk. Get in touch and I can send you the property brochure. If you're not interested in this particular property, you can go onto our website, where you can go on to buy and search for various properties that we have within our portfolio. This is our total portfolio, which comprises all the way from the south going up to the north of UK, where you can find properties going up from £50,000 all the way up to £20 million. So get in touch with BTH Properties and myself. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.